So I'll be here tomorrow at 2. I hope that you'll join me for that show. But what better way to finish your meal with your bagel than with a cup of either hot tea or your favorite coffee, be it a cold coffee or hot coffee or even your cocoa. There is not a bigger brand name that's out there for your home barista than Keurig. And that's what we're gonna be talking about right now. You'll have your choice of red or black. And what we're offering to you as one of the most affordable ways to be able to get that delicious hot or cold cup of coffee in your home. This gives you a chance to choose whether or not you would like to have the strong brew or just your regular 4 different sizes for you to choose from under 1 minute. Quiet brew technology. You just put in your KCup and you are ready to go. Here's what you're getting with this offer. We are giving you the KSelect coffee brewer. You get the My KCup Pod Holder with this. Why is that included? Because some of you want to be able to buy your own kind of grounds and you'll be able to put them in this. And that alone, by the way, is an almost $15 value that we include. And then of course we include coffee. How many of you recognize this company? Look at the box on the side. I know you've been there. Look at that. You're getting their coffee. You're getting that Krispy Kreme coffee. You're gonna get a 12 count there. And then we're also including a 12 cup of this amazing Green Mountain coffee in the breakfast blend. So out of the box, you're ready to go. $20 on a credit card, free shipping. Taylor Mock is joining us for the presentation as our brand ambassador. And Taylor, just in that time, guess what I now have? A fresh cup. It smells
a hot coffee.
So good. Oh, I love yours with the whipped cream. But look at this.
Oh, yes, girl.
Mmm.
Ooh.
Delicious. So, and it smells amazing, tastes delicious. I love coffee. I love it hot or cold. This little coffee maker, though, not only will make coffee, but teas and cocos and hot chocolates and even specialty drinks.
So many things. That's right. And you know, Keurig, we're the leaders, we're the pioneers, we're the innovators when it comes to single cup brewing technology. Marlo, we've done it best because we're always the best. And with that, we've partnered with over 75 different brands, over 400 different varieties for you to choose from. So that's the beauty of Keurig. Don't just think, hey, you know, I'm not the biggest coffee drinker, but what about things like hot cocoa and apple cider and all the fun things for the holidays, especially for the kiddos? You know, this is something that is so simple to use. Anybody can use it. And that's where it gets fun, right? You're a barista in your own home, the comfort of your own home, on your dime, on your time, whenever you need it. And I love this brewer, Marlo, because it's simple. You've got your 4 brew sizes, your 6, your 8, your 10, and that coveted travel size that we all know we need to have, right? But then you also have that strong button. So no more having to brew that extra strong pot of coffee. And then half of the people want strong coffee and the other half don't. And then you got to get rid of it. Now you just hit one button and put your K-Cup in, and it's perfect for that one individual. So you really, really got to love that. And we've been doing this a long time, Marlo. You know, I've been on this Keurig journey with you here at HSN for quite some time.
Yeah. I have Keurig at home, and here's why I bought it. I realized one day that I was spending way too much money at those coffee gourmet places. At one time, like a lot of you, I had a serious addiction. But the $4 to $6 to $8 is a very expensive way to enjoy coffee. We've got to admit. Not saying that on occasion you don't go there, but for every single day, if you ever did the math, this is pennies on a day for a cup of coffee rather than paying $4 to $6 a day for a cup of coffee. And you can make it when you're in your rollers, right? You can have on a robe. It could be any time of day, morning, afternoon, or dinner if you enjoy it, if you enjoy that. It's far more economical. There are different flavors that you can experiment in your home, and it always is simple and easy. Keurig is that brand name that we go to that's reliable, that's trusted. This price is an amazing value at under $100. You think about if you've added up, Taylor, how much you spend at those gourmet places, even if you're going to the coffee places where you spend even $1, even if it's $1 a day, right? That's a little over $30 for 1 month. You'll have this for years. So this pays for itself so easily, by the way. 52-ounce water reservoir, over 5 cups. Easy to clean with this one. It looks beautiful. Perfectly fits on your countertop. I'll give you the height on this one. It's just a little over 12.5 inches, so perfect for a counter height. You drop in those little pods there, and you're ready to go. Simple. You press one button unless you want that strong brew, and you are all set. If you'd like to order 763-551, one of the things that you mentioned to me, Taylor, is the success at Keurig here at HSN. How you have had so many great sellouts here because people recognize this design, they trust Keurig, they know how delicious and easy it is, not only to make coffee, but any type of drink, teas and hot cocos and specialty drinks, and especially now that fall arrives tomorrow, all the pumpkin spice coffees and teas that are out there. It's a great time of year to buy something like this.
Well, it's funny because Marlo, you and I were talking earlier, and I said, Marlo, girl, I'm going to make you a sangria, because she's like, what? Like, I'm making a sangria with your Keurig KSelect, and how I'm doing that is by utilizing one of the many varieties you can choose. So what I did was, the great thing about this one is that you can slide out that bottom portion, Marlo, which is just where you sit your coffee cup. And this allows for more space for your taller coffee mugs to go. But what I do, this is like my jam right now. Now, this is going to be a virgin sangria because I'm expecting a baby. But girl, it is so good. Thank you. So,
but girl,
you
can spice mine up though. You can spice mine up because ain't nothing cooking up in my oven right now.
Got you, girl.
or ever at this point.
What I would normally do, I'd get you a double apple rum in here. And then I brewed my apple cider K-Cup, which you can get any stores around you. I sliced some apples, I put a cinnamon stick there, and I added some ice, and there you go. That quick. You know how long it normally takes to make like a sangria, an apple sangria? It takes a while, but that's the beauty of this KSelect. It's on your time. It is so fast. Under 1 minute, you can brew just about anything. I think at Irish coffees, Marlo, especially for the holidays, I just made one. So I used the Krispy Kreme, which who does not love the Krispy Kreme coffee? It truly is magical. It's the perfect, not too bold. So if you're not a huge fan of the dark, that dark, strong coffee, this is that perfect, I call it a schmedium coffee. I added some whipped cream, some sugar-free caramel on top, add some really pretty fall sprinkles. And this is what I do for the holidays. I lay out my Keurig. I put out my carousel over here with a bunch of varieties. And then I say, hey, why don't you brew yourself after dinner a nice Irish coffee? And I lay out all the goodies. Yeah. So that's what's so neat, and it's not $7, Marlo. No, you know, right? I think that's a great point. By the way, I love your idea of that Irish coffee. I haven't had a cup of good Irish coffee. I'm going to make that at home because that sounds so good. You know, another reason why I bought a Keurig, not only because of the cost savings of being able to brew it myself for pennies on the day versus $4, $5, $6 for a cup of coffee, which when you really think about it, that's outrageous, right? That's expensive. I mean, it's expensive to pay $6 or $7 for a cup of coffee. Think about that. It's a lot. And I believe me, I've done it. But I personally had to kind of rein it in because I'm thinking, Marlo, come on. Yeah. And you know what else? I like, at home, I get to control my ingredients because I don't like a whole lot of sugar. So I love to be able to put in like my skinny serves or my sugar-free serves that I have. I can use any type of, I can use like oat milk. I can use coconut milk if I want to, or almond. So you can kind of control
your ingredients, which is something that I think a lot of us desire, right? You want to be able to control what's going in your body. And it's fun to be able to experiment as well. And listen, fall arrives tomorrow. That means over the next couple of weeks, the weather is going to change. And each month, we're gonna be getting closer and closer to cold weather. And there's nothing better, especially when it's frigid outside, right? To have in your hand, I don't know about you, but I find it so comforting to even hold in my hand to keep me nice and warm, like a cup of tea or a cup of cocoa or even coffee. So the timing on this is so great for the season. Choose if you'd like to have the red or the black, free shipping today. Free shipping on this, and also $20 on a major credit card. And Pat is our producer. Pat, can I remind everybody about the savings? Because if you actually have an HSN card, we've got a special code today that if you spend $99, which this is $99, you get, you get $20 off. And that's, a lot of you have the HSN card, and it probably qualifies. I would imagine this probably if you have a Zulily or a Q card as well. So if you, here's how this works. It's called a VIP savings, and if you make a purchase of $99 or more, you get $20 off. And so the code is 188587. Ask about that. And then also, if you don't have the Q card or HSN card, you'd like to apply for one, we are giving you $40 off on your first purchase. So either way, either whether it's $20 or $40, every little bit helps with being able to get this world-renowned brand name. And don't forget that we also include the coffees. So out of the box, if you're giving this as a gift, it's ready to go. Don't forget about our holiday return policy. Any gift that you buy, this would make for a wonderful gift for someone. You'll have until the end of January of 2022. We give you a 12 count of that delicious Green Mountain breakfast blend. And then we also give you a 12 count of the Krispy Kreme. So you've got, right, 2 delicious flavors coming your way, making this wonderful for you to be able to purchase. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me what you're doing there. That's interesting. Are you making oatmeal?
Yes. I just made oatmeal in under 1 minute. So the really cool thing about this Keurig specifically, it's got hot water on demand. So what I did was, I'll show you my close-up camera here. I have nothing in this housing unit. I did not put any K-Cup in here. I closed this lid. Now remember, you're getting 4 ounce sizes. That means 4 hot water ounce sizes that's pouring into your K-Cup. But because I just need the hot water, I only selected the 6 ounce water button here, Marlo. And then under 1 minute, I have hot oatmeal. I'm gonna add some brown sugar. You can go ahead and add your fruit, whatever it may be. But I love that you can use this for ramen noodles, for those late night snacks, or when the kids come home from school and they're so hungry. What about those specialty teas, right? Because a lot of us have traveled places, and unfortunately, even though we have 400 varieties, you may not always find what you're looking for. So if you have those specialty tea bags, you can still use them by just simply using that hot water on demand button. Marlo, I know you're a fan of the fancy drinks for the holidays, so I'm gonna make another one, and I want you guys to see how easy. So I brewed the breakfast blend. This is the light roast. I did it in under 1 minute while you were chatting, Marlo. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my whipped cream to the top. This is another fun recipe you guys can totally do during the holidays. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon on top, really jazz that up. And then I'm going to add a fun little, this is one of those cinnamon roll peppermint sticks that you can pick up so many of your grocery stores. But tell me that doesn't look like something you would have went to a specialty coffee shop, spent $6, $7 on this,
Oh,
and I made this under
a doubt.
1 minute.
Yeah, without a doubt, you're $6 or $7 for that.
Oh, absolutely. So just think of this as an adventure, right? This isn't just going to be your plain Jane coffee maker where, oh, just got to make my black cup of coffee or whatever it is, creamer that you add in there. Have fun with it. Bring the kids in because it's safe. That's the beauty of this. This is completely safe. It's so safe, in fact, Marlo, that it shuts off after 1.5 minutes. It has a safety feature. So if you're like me and with a curling iron, earlier I did this, I'm like, oh no, I forgot to turn off my curling iron. I do that so many times, but I don't have to worry about that with a Keurig. Because if I leave the house and I'm like, what did I forget to turn off? My Keurig. I don't have to anymore because of that safety feature. The water reservoir, Marlo, we got to chat about this. 52-ounce water reservoir. So what that means is you're probably going to brew about 5 to 6 cups of your coffee or teas or hot cocos before you're even going to have to touch this to refill it. You can simply use any water from your refrigerator, from your tap, because there's a filter in a wand that comes in this Keurig. So it does that work for you of filtering out that water. So you're getting a really good quality with whatever coffee or tea that you're brewing. So many options. Remember, I want you to think about this. 400 varieties, but 75 different brands that have partnered with Keurig to brew their baby. Let's think about that. A company like Krispy Kreme, who's been around forever, they have perfected every single ground in this K-Cup, but they're trusting us, Keurig, to brew it for them. And that's because we're consistent. We're always going to bring the same cup, whatever's in this K-Cup, every single time. No watered down, no too much grounds, too less grounds. You know what I mean? When you're making the whole pot of coffee, you're like, I should have added more grounds. You don't have to worry about that.
Real quick, talking about grounds, let's talk about this KCup Pod Holder.
Yes.
I want to show this to everyone at home really quickly. This comes with it. So let's explain to everybody, if we can, Taylor, what this is and how we're going to use this at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so on my end here, this is my K-Cup that you're showing. So what it is it's acting as that filter, that K-Cup. So whatever grounds you have, maybe you went to Hawaii or those little towns in the mountains where they have their own cup of coffee that they, don't unfortunately have a K-Cup. This is where you utilize your My K-Cup. And on my end here, I just added about a tablespoon in. It has a fill line, super easy. Put your grounds in. You're gonna close the lid just like this. So remember, this is acting as if it's this. You're gonna open it, you're gonna pop this piece out, Marlo, slide this in, close it, brew like so.
Oh, that's perfect.
Easy, still under 1 minute.
We're gonna have to leave it there.
Yes.
If